All right, so we're gonna kick this off with doing our second trial run in our expedition draft here. So the way drafts work on this game is when you use an entry token, you actually get 2 draft runs, and then you get prizes based on your more wins that you get from either. So we finished the first with 6 wins. You can get up to 7 wins, so we'll see if we can improve on that in our second run here today. Morning, Time Lord. Yeah, we're tentatively turning sub only mode off while we're doing Runeterra. It went okay yesterday, so we're gonna leave it off again today. I have Whispers enabled. Oh, I missed that one, Stiggy. Yeah, I'll take a peek at that for later. I think I just want to grab Zed here. Zed was really good yesterday. I think this champion's just good in general. Just try and run people down. This is a good aggressive set of champions here to start. And then Callista here is actually a pretty good... Your spike cost by 1 for each ally that died this game. If an ally died, deal 3 damage to something. Braum is okay. Darius is also kind of an aggressive champion. When I see the enemy Nexus has 10 life or less, he transforms into a 10. Deal 4 damage to a unit if it's damaged or stunned. Huh? Yeah, the Zed clones are nice for flipping this. This does work well with Zed. I think I'm gonna grab this pile here. Zed clones also will reduce Scuttlegeist cost. With some good synergy there. I really like the drafting in this game is a pretty unique take on drafting. I like the groups of cards. I like the way you kind of iterate on your deck as you play. The elusive 2-drop is good. Jolt Protector's like kind of whatever. I guess it's good with Zed, huh? If you wait to play your Zed till later. Because Zed's shadow copies any bonuses it gets. This is like combat trick. Okay, threat. I think I'm gonna take these 2. I really like this elusive champion. Drain 3, kill an ally, revive it. These aren't particularly aggressive cards. Recall an ally. Summon, grant allies in hand 1/1. Give a barrier, give an ally 3 attack and barrier. I'm gonna grab both of these. Like the most aggressive of the set. Hey, Elwins, thanks for the 27 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Sow Seeds is not particularly great, but this seems okay. This is on theme with our wanting things to die. I guess I already have one of those. It's good with Sparring Student too. I mean, to set an incredibly low bar, this game's less expensive than Magic. I don't have any spells for this, but Twin Disciples is like a really good combat trick / protection spell. And I kind of just like a 3/2 for 2 is like, not amazing, but fine. Remembrance is great. Costs 1 less for each ally that died this round. Summon a random 5-cost follower from Decima. Summon a random 5-cost. I guess that's okay. I could probably use some top end. Keeper of the Mass is pretty good. Our deck has some go-wide things at the moment. Ally and enemy strike each other. I think in general, I still prefer constructed, Justin. But I also, like, don't know... I don't know my way around this card pool super well yet. And, like, playing limited is almost assuredly one of the best ways to learn card pools. Yeah, the wine... Oh, these are great. The wine DB entry for this did not look like it had very good support. Which is unfortunate for people that are trying to play on Linux. I kind of like both of these. Yeah, not needing to burn a bunch of rare wildcards or resources on lands is big kib. I think I'd rather have these other cheaper cards. Thanks, Munson. Good morning. Now there's a finisher. I don't know if I want a finisher. I don't know if I want to finish that good. I thought you weren't scheduled to be doing anything today. Well, I was originally scheduled to play Magic all day today. And then Wizards pushed back their patch another day. Pick possession sounds good. Hey, Gunjar, thanks for the quarter VR. I appreciate that. Welcome back. 3 possessions. Probably too many. Is it too many, chat? Is it too many? Kill all units. These are probably not what I'm looking for. Is it too many? Okay, and then we get a chance to swap some things. Bark Beast. Last Breath. Summon a Loyal Badger. You know, I want a Grizzled Ranger. My 4-drop on my curve's actually pretty minimal. That's probably a good trade. So the way this works is you play until you get 7 wins or until you lose 2 in a row. And as you get wins, you draft more cards to your deck and kind of build and iterate on it. I think Expedition's fine. I don't hate limited in general. It just, like, tend to prefer constructed. But in order to really enjoy constructed, you need to have, like, pretty good knowledge of card pools. And I just don't have good knowledge of card pools in this game yet. And limited is, like, objectively one of the best ways to learn card pools. That actually seems pretty okay, huh? Like, 1, 2... Lonely Poro. He's so sad and lonely, chat.
Hang on, Fuzzball.
So not going to attack with this, so I don't really want to trade it for the Lonely Poro. It's interesting use of that without the what's it called? This champion or ally, this follower, sorry, is elusive, but does not get blocked by Lonely Poro here. Kalista levels up by seeing other allies die, so once we get this down, we'll be okay to trade this off with something as bad as a 1/1. I'm summoned. Grant the top 2 allies of your deck 1/1. Okay, so they're going to be drawing some fatties here, because in addition to this pumping things up, they also played Shared Spoils.
We shall not rest until all betrayers pay.
until all the tricks are
Winter's
spent.
Claw strikes. The Winter's Claw.
This has Overwhelm, which is Trample. Yeah, first game in this expedition. The question is, do I want this to eat this? Probably. I think I'm okay just trading these off.
Long enough. Act now.
Hey, Urza. Well, thanks for taking the time to do that. I appreciate it.
I'm what nightmares fear.
Play her out and get our attacks on here. Round start, get an extra mana gem this round. That's really good. Normally this is an 0-4, so it's not that good, but the fact that it's pumped up to a 2-6 is huge here.
Let's move.
Trust is a weapon.
I don't really have good attacks with this here, so I guess we're just hitting them with these. This says Fearsome, so it can only be blocked by things with 3 or more attacks, so both these are unblockable on this board. Now, I don't have a concise write-up on this at the moment, Lights. I should probably take a minute and do that at some point. When you play your second Poro out, the Lonely Poro becomes a Jubilant Poro. So, quick attack. Quick attack only applies when you're attacking, but this is still a 4-2 into a 1-1. We might get combat tricked here, but I think I'm okay with that. We're going to go ahead and Chain Vest Kalia here, so that way she takes 1 less damage from this. Do the little eye here to see that their 2 things are going to die, and we're going to take 2. Assuming they have no tricks here, that is.
Yeah, I'm up. Justice will be served.
So, I could do this and steal this, and then after we attack, we can Glimpse from Beyond to kill this, which is great. You just like steal your thing, sack your thing. Expeditions are essentially a limited format where your card pool grows as I should attack with the scout first, right? So if I attack with scout first, I get an extra combat. That gives them a chance to play more things out, though. So maybe I don't want to do that.
Banish the unworthy.
Yeah, I think I'd rather give up my scout attacks, that way they don't get a chance to play more blockers here. Because they have four resources up. Expeditions have been alright. Limited's a good way to learn card pulls in games. And I'm not super familiar with the card pull in this game, so playing Limited as a means to do that makes a lot of sense. For people in chat asking what an expedition is, expeditions are a sort of draft format where you iterate on your deck as you collect wins. Glimpse would have triggered my champion. That's a good thought. I would have given up hitting this for 5 and gaining 5, but would my champion have lived? I actually don't remember.
Take heart.
I'm gonna go ahead and just Bright Steel Protector here and give my elusive a barrier. Because Braum can hook something here.
First we fight. Show me your best.
I guess there's no reason for me to not go wide here. I'm just gonna give this a barrier and keep my threats around. I'm at 19, I could take a hit for 5 here.
It is easy, see? Master Zed will be pleased.
Why not block the 5-4 with the barriered 3-1? Because then if they have anything that can deal damage, they'll get to kill it there. Although I guess they could do that on my turn, so maybe I should just do that. I want to line up my elusive units first here, so that way if they block these and give these life drain or whatever it's called, they die to these first. Combat always resolves left to right.
Help is on the way. Sometimes icy heart just needs warm smile.
Purity, peace.
Yeah, the combat order mattering is one of those things that, like, doesn't matter a lot of the time, but adds an interesting amount of depth to small decisions. I mean, that was still had all these in the sense that I had all these and I was dead anyways. That kind of way. Alright, so we won, which means we get to draft again. Another Green Glade duo is nice. So I think both Zed and Calstia are good. I think Zed's probably a little bit better in the fact that Zed comes with another Green Glade duo. It means I'd rather draft this. Oh, we've got other prizes here. Well, those wild cards. No, the rest of combat doesn't matter. It just plays out the animations, which I actually think is kind of confusing and bad. I think it's weird that it plays it out. I'm gonna bottom the Remembrance, and probably this too. I'm gonna keep this 2-3. Try and find one of our good champions with this mulligan. Yeah, look at that. You love to see it. Zed's really good
Nothing
with
like
Greenglade
playing
Guardian.
outdoors.
It is a little bit unfortunate
You'll
here
never know
that...
what
It's a little bit unfortunate
Enough
here
for everyone.
that we're on the draw, because it means we can't attack with Zed the turn we play him. Wow, get shroomed right away.
Everything's better with company.
Says you.
One of the things that's actually really sweet is the music that you hear in this game changes based on the game board that you're using. So if you use different game boards, the music changes as you play. It was a lot of fun.
Swiftly. Size doesn't mean everything.
So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and sow seeds here. Because get my squad powered up before we get going.
Friend and I are toll collectors.
That egg. Did it move?
Without a sound.
Oh, I should have played Sparring Student out first, huh? Think before I...
Back up.
I'm your backup.
Maybe I'm just attacking here before they do anything now.
Seize control.
Hey, Farsight, thanks for 18 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
To get me out of here.
I am the shadow.
We've been through a lot.
I think I want to play this out. Banking. My hand has no spells in it right now, so banking spell mana doesn't accomplish much. A little bit far behind here. Having the 1/1 in play 2 is good, ideal if they open on attacks next turn. That's a great pickup.
Lovely day for a battle.
I'll scout ahead.
Tough mutter right there. This is elusive, so he can't block. Put some more puff caps on my cards. Nexus Strike. Double the poison puff caps in the opponent's deck. Lordy. Well, that's terrifying. Huh? So these are just going away at end of turn regardless. So don't really have profitable attacks here now.
Take a stance and hold it.
Ha. The fact that they're down to just one freebie here actually makes me want to attack now. I think I'm going to throw a barrier on the 5/2 here. And then probably smash with everything. Just try and clean the board out. I can't interact with this Teemo because it's elusive. I don't have any removal. So I need to just kind of race them before it puts too many puff caps in my deck. We're at 14 already, so we're gonna go up to 28 puffers next turn. They get a free block with their 2/2 that's going away.
Suppose you would. Took a wrong turn, didn't you?
They're gonna get some triggers off of the collector here when their things die.
Press on.
Crime didn't pay.
Left foot, left foot.
So we cleaned their board out, but
I've been down
they
to the
still
sun,
got their
haven't
flip
you?
Teemo here.
Grow free.
Yep.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
I'll he's having.
I feel like I need this to push through next turn. So probably just want to do this. And just like hope I don't die to puff caps next turn.
Armed and ready.
So this is gonna hit us and put us up to 42 or 38 puff caps in our deck.
There's enough for everyone.
Hardened scales.
So when I draw a card with a buff cap on it, I take damage equal to the number of caps on the card. There were 2 puff caps on there, so I'm gonna take 2. Okay, granting something a barrier here is not terrible. I'm gonna grab their 3/3 here, and then we'll attack with everything. The puff cap mechanic is just real good. Just a bunch of free blockers.
Missed your chance to run.
Yeah. That's probably gonna give them more than enough time for Teemo here to puff us out of the game. Yeah, we're super dead. Yeah, the blockers all hit us. Hit us for 1-2 because of the drain guy. Yeah, we're gonna take 3 when their things die there in combat, and then we're gonna draw 2 cards, and Teemo's gonna double us up again. Oh right, when we lose, we get to trade a card. I forgot about that. None of these seem super good. I guess the evasive unit's pretty good. Let's do that. I like the evasive units. And a command for expeditions. It's a frequently asked question this morning. I'm gonna keep the duo and mulligan the rest looking for some of our champions. Sick.
Hang on, Fuzzball.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings on Wizards holding their patch off because of the National Day of Mourning.
Full speed
I don't know, like, why are we, like, if we actually think it's important and we should do something, why don't they turn the servers off? Why don't they make people take a break for a day? Why are we just delaying the patch? Why don't they take some meaningful action and donate a pile of money, or donate a percentage of the pre-orders that they could be putting up today with their patch? I don't know. Just, it feels like an empty corporate platitude. They donated a very small amount of money in relation to the fact that they're a multi-million-dollar company backed by a billion-dollar parent company. Also, and this is almost assuredly, this is me being jaded because they've burned a lot of goodwill lately, in my opinion. I would bet there's a reasonable chance that they just don't have the patch done, and this is a good excuse for them to not put it out. Yeah, I agree with Iowa Geek. And that's 1000% a super jaded take to have, but they've burned a lot of my goodwill recently, and it feels like they could be having issues, and they're using this as an excuse.
What do you see, boy?
Well, that's basically fog for a turn. Barrier here means it won't take damage the first time this round, and the barrier falls off in a second, so I guess we're just passing back. That's super unfortunate.
Quickly, before they organize.
Feeling dead, man. I don't know. The fact that they also just like trivially moved their patch day also goes to reinforce the fact that I do in fact understand how software development works, and they can patch on whatever day they want to patch on. So the fact that they didn't patch on Tuesday after announcing the ban list and companion changes didn't happen because they just don't have their crap together. I love you too, Jacob.
Gotcha.
Slow down, will you?
Jake's been working his way through the campaign mode on Smash Brothers.
Hot on the trail.
This card's neat. Genuinely sincere on social issues like this. I don't know. I think they genuinely determined that it's more profitable for them to appear to care on social issues like this. Late stage capitalism exists to take your money. Corporations are not people, they just want your they just want to make profits off of you. That's the sad. There are definitely people, and that's that statement there, which is based in reality. Just for the record, is it's also important to understand that. All right, I think we're gonna barrier my challenger and smack this 2-4 down to make it a 5-2, so we can cut through this with the challenger.
Here comes the punchline.
Yes. That's exactly what I wanted to say. There are definitely individuals that work at Wizards of the Coast that care, almost assuredly, but at the same time, those individuals are not the corporation.
Just another winter.
There can be no justice, only revenge.
That's some pretty dark social commentary there, Kalista. I'm aware running it down the middle. I'm aware that those are things that they did. Fully heals an ally, then doubles its power and health. Yep. There can be no justice, only revenge, was what Calista said.
Punch it! Freeze!
Moonfang smells blood.
Clear?
Move out!
Times are tough.
So, let's block here. This will get bigger. We'll eat this before their challenger eats it.
Another day.
Next turn, we can possession their V and use her to challenge the Stefan. We have to burn a ton of mana here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, it is follower only. That's unfortunate. So, we're just dead? I think we're just dead. I guess we could grab this. And maybe over the course of 2 turns kill them with this. Because like this could level up next turn. With the barrier and the twin burst, maybe we get through here. It depends. I assume they're gonna have a lot of chump blockers to throw in front of this.
These woods as they protect us.
Yeah, it's a barrier.
We'll make quick work of you.
Come on!
What brings you here?
Halt!
Okay. Well, now we can just trade these. So I don't need to barrier this. Gonna turn into a 5/4. Yeah, I think I want to barrier my champion to keep that. They have a ton of mana here, so they could have some tricks of their own. But unfortunate. So now this is gonna transform.
Coming to save the day! Or wreck it!
The wrong shall find their vengeance!
I'm gonna lose this because it goes back to them at end of turn here. They're gonna open attacks and kill me.
Just another winter.
No, I haven't used all the other tricksters.
That's pretty good.
I've got your back!
Pledge yourself to the shadows.
Here's the fun part! Freeze!
Moonfang smells blood.
I'll stop you!
You will never find peace.
This is like technically not dead yet, right? It'll take 5, 10, 12 here. These'll trade, this'll die, this'll die, this'll die. Should have drafted the rotation, right?
Huh?
The order. Another day, another fight.
My duty's done.
That's my resting face.
That's my resting face. Crack pipe can. Thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. No, I didn't really have anything to say about the ban list update on Monday. It wasn't really that interesting. They basically did the bare minimum we expected them to do, and they made us wait a week for them to do the bare minimum. And then we have to wait another 5 days for them to actually implement the bare minimum. Do I attack with this? I guess it just gets eaten by her, right? So probably not.
Return to us.
Away with you, stranger.
Yeah, I don't intend to play more. I don't intend to play more standard even after the bans happen. I think historic will probably be fine because historic was fine before. We're gonna play plenty of historic. The next Hoaglandia Open is gonna be historic, but so realistically, this is gonna be the summer of historic plus Runeterra on this channel. We have a strong interest in Magic's other formats. I say blocking the 4/4 doesn't seem like it makes much sense. They probably want to trade here. Oh, right, this doesn't trade because the ephemeral thing takes damage for her. Great, forgot about that. That's great. All right, they have a brick or two here, and we might be okay. Those things permanently elusive? That's rude.
We shall return.
The power of our order.
Justice first, eat this!
I agree.
Face me!
The companion change. The companion change means the aggressive decks in Magic are all gonna go back to. The companion change means the aggressive decks in Magic are all gonna go back to playing Embercleave, which is just like completely uninteresting and frustrating. Downloaded Runeterra because of YouTube content. A friend recommended a couple months back, and actually seeing it made me give it a try. I crafted the deep deck, and I've been having fun, but I wanted something more aggressive. Sure.
Let's move.
Yeah, the deep deck was described as drawn to me, and that's pretty accurate. Looks like we're gonna be dead here to this. So, not nearly as successful of a run as our first expedition. End up going 1 and 2. Fine. You get the way the reward system in their draft works. You get the rewards based on whichever of the better of your 2 runs is. So we'll get rewards based on our 6 wins here. So we'll see what those look like. An epic capsule. Was much shorter than yesterday's run.